Every good morning, wasalamahle and Visalas and Mugele Hleleni Kusile Breakfast. So thank you so much for joining us today. It is exactly 6 o'clock. Kusile Breakfast Show, which you can also watch on YouTube as well as on your phone. Mangaboni Eswatini TV app and Visalago Lungelele Makakwela. Good morning, Spiso.
Good morning, Lungelele. How are you?
Good. It's a Friday.
Yeah, it's a Friday. I'm waking up in a bit of a I'm down. Japani I remember I had a debate it wasn't even a debate. Japan itawudliwa Spain sibeke about 4 goals latawungena lapha. Japan kusishayile Spain Lungelele sivuka nje vele sisomba.
Yeah, le World Cup ngathi ivisa vele nilankhala every day. Thanks so much for joining us today. Mbukele sabu nje leto letamba imbili kulamanye amave singakangeni kulolu hlelo lethu lomhla ekseni kanti ke lethu usuka khona lapha African continent yabikwa lokho ukuthi finally sifundza seAfrica sitawuthola first monkeypox vaccines. Ngikusho kwe-Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention ngalesine amadoses latawutholakala anganga 50,000 and will be used for the first health workers and people living in the hardest hit areas. Kusengeke vakale ukuthi inini date yekufika kwawo lama vaccines. Sifundza nje se-Africa this year has recorded 202 deaths from monkeypox, formerly known as a monkeypox, with a fatality rate of 19.3% across 13 countries. African health authorities for months have pursued vaccines mostly in vain as major outbreaks were reported in rich Western countries for the first time. CDC Ahmed Ogwell banothe ukuthi kube na 51 new cases of monkeypox evenela seCongo in the past week kanye naseGhana naseNigeria nabo ngilamanye amavela la affectekile ngaso lesifo.
Kanti-ke uma sichubekela e-Uganda siyathola ukuthi imijovo ekugomela sifo se-Ebola lesibahlupha kakhulu kubhekeke ukuthi ifike kutse ma-2 lase-Uganda. Solokele sifo sabhedvuka mhlati nge-20 ngenyanga yenyoni. The virus has spread across the country, disrupting the school year and reaching the capital Kampala. Umphathi weluhlangothi lwetimo letiphuthumako ngephasi kwenhlangano yamhlaba yetempilo elivekatini lase-Africa uthi progress is being made etindzabeni yokuthi baprocureishe wona ema-vaccines. Uthi-ke the outbreak has allowed us to advance on the vaccine front with significant progress over the past 2 months. Kusho yena-ke Fiona Braka lo ngephasi kwayo lenhlangano. So far 56 people were confirmed dead according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Kanti-ke solo sabhedvuka lesifo, rapid response team members have been deployed in the districts that reported cases and were contacts live. According to the World Health Organization, indlela nje lababeka ngayo criteria yabo, an outbreak of the disease ends when there are no new cases for emalanga langemashumi nemalanga lamabili, twice the incubation period of Ebola. Kanti-ke sitawuba nabo namhla ehlelweni Lungelele labaqhamuka ka-Kidney Disease Foundation batabe bane-fundraising this weekend lebo inhlangano lebuke kwesekela labo labanesifo setin, so chronic kidney disease. Kanti-ke the chronic kidney disease vele continues to affect people of all ages including bantfwana. Globally it is estimated ukuthi munye kubantfu labalishumi affected by this condition, chronic kidney. Lokusho ukuthi nje Lungelele njengoba sibabili lana nasingathi sifaka abantu labang-8 munye kithi sawunayo le chronic kidney disease which it needs attention vele lenkulu. Sithemba ukuthi uma sikhulumisana nabo batasitshalo ukuthi how do they plan to support hulumende njengoba basho vele ukuthi their plan is to support government asahlangabeza abantu labane chronic kidney.
Yes, starting this khulumisane na Communications Director lasuka Eswatini Revenue Service njengoba kungilesihlanu sihlala sikhuluma dona tindzaba lokubhadalwa kwemthelo kanti-ke kusukela itolo mhla ka-1 IRS seyiqale ukukhicita i-tax compliance certificate letawukhona kusebenzisa i-QR code angeke isabhalwa phansi i-TCC. Silabe sikhulumisana naye futhi ihlamini kuvakabandi ngalolo shintsho lelo. Siphinde sikhulumisane na Communications Officer lapha ekhaya Eswatini nomphumeleli lelo Dlamini kuva kabanti ngema Eswatini fan parks kule weekend ke sidabe sisesimunye country club lapho khona sive siya invite ukuthi sithi sitobukela ibhola kanye kanye kuma big screens.
Kanje sakhuluma ngayo indzaba yebhola. It's a Friday and I think ngibukele ekhaya uyathi ukuthi ngabo lesihlanu siba nabo bo Fabrice nabo Linda Master labeta la hlelweni bathi ositshela nje basipha sithombe so ukuthi temidlalo kudekani lapha even njengoba nje sisabukela ukuthi siya ku weekend ma weekend ke are dedicated to sports lapha even especially these days njengoba nje kusikhathi se World Cup stabana ke Fabrice usonera lota sichazela kabanti ngetemidlalo.
6 minutes after 6, let's take a break. We are needing Zaba date for Tekala.
Hey yo, this is DJ Cybers.
What's up guys, King J's here.
My name is Kripo Intellectual.
What's up everybody, my name is SK.
Hey guys, this is your girl Z.
This weekend Eswatini has been such an amazing show. For all the years, they've always supported all the local talent and all the local shows.
Catch This Weekend Eswatini every Fridays.
It's one of the best entertainment shows Eswatini.
So guys, you know what? This is the best show to have. Like, if you watch Swazi TV and you're a person who actually enjoys watching like musical shows that have a lot of content, that have good stuff, This Weekend Eswatini is your show.
For all the good vibes, all the good energy, make sure you tune into This Weekend Eswatini every Friday from 5:30 to 6:30. I'll say it again, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m.
A 1-hour fun-filled train of entertainment. We are taking you from 5:30 all the way to 6:30 every Friday live on Eswatini TV.
And yes, of course, we are your #1 entertainment show in the kingdom of Eswatini. But you can interact with us on our social media platforms. We are at This Weekend Eswatini on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Lalela Tina will definitely get back to you. This is your official weekend party starter.
I don't wanna go around singing songs that people don't.
I do the most. Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store. We're good together.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. The time is 9 minutes after 6 lomhla ekuseni ake sithathe indzaba tetfu tekucala. Umhlonishwani Vunankulu Cleopas Dlamini uthi kude live lisinqobe isifo i-AIDS uhulumende udzinga ukuthuthukisa tinhlelo letihlose kucedza lesifo kubobabe nakumajaha kanye nakubantwana labangemantombatana. Vunankulu bekakhuluma ngesikhathi live ligubha lusuku lwakamhlaba lwesifo i-AIDS enkhundleni yakugege kanti Vunankulu bekamelelwe liphini lakhe Themba Masuku.
Live leseswatini ngenhlangano inecha kanye nalo litiko letempilo ngalesine lihlanganene nemhlaba wonke kugubha lona lisuku lwesifo i-AIDS World AIDS Day lebanjwe lenkundleni yakugege. Lo msebenzi ke uqale ngalolu hambo lisuke khona estation semabhasi ibus rank yafika khona enkundleni yakugege. Umhlonishwani Vunankulu Cleopas Dlamini akhuluma kulona msebenzi uvetile ukuthi nanoma live laseswatini kunengi lelikwendile etindzabeni tako kunciphisa kwanza kwaleli gciwane kodwa lisagcina kucinisa kakhulu etindzabeni tabo tato tinhlelo letibuka kucedza leli gciwane kubo bafana nabo bamfana labangemantombatana. Umhlonishwani Vunankulu bekamelelwe liphini la Vunankulu Themba Masuku.
As we near our end goal of ending AIDS as a public health threat, while greater attention is given to girls and young women, let us not forget men and young boys who continue to lag behind in HIV service uptake. We need to do away with the structural vulnerabilities that perpetuate their risk in the context of HIV. While packaging programmatic interventions targeting adolescent girls and young women more should be done to develop ambitious programs to engage their male sexual partners.
Lilunga lephalamende lenkundla yagege Musakunene yena umdumise kakhulu uhulumende welive laseSwatini ngekusekela tinkhundla telive laseSwatini ikakhulukati kubo bamfu labaphila nalo ligciwane HIV etinhlelweni tekuthi bakhone kutiphilisa.
Siyabonga kakhulu kuba Nature kusupporta ema-support group enkundla yagege siyabona ama-project lakhona etinyosi tingulube siyathemba ukuthi nalamanengi aseda.
Umhlonishwa Ndvunankhulu selamelwe ngilo liphini lakhe Themba Masuku babese bakhanyisa lona likhandlela kuthatha yona insayeye ukuthi batawusukumela etule ekucedzeni tona tindzaba teligciwane HIV lapha event laseSwatini kwaniketelwana naletinye tinhlangothi tehulumende welive laseSwatini kanye naletinye tinhlangano letitimele. Kanti lisuku lugujwa ngaphansi kwesicubulo lesithi ngekulinganisa live laseSwatini lincoba isifo iAIDS kuwonke wonke. Eminyakeni lotako ke live laseSwatini tawusukumisa lona lihlaka lelitawubuka ukuthi live laseSwatini lisicatha njani isifo iAIDS kanye neligciwane HIV lapha eveni sukela eminyakeni lotako kuya eminyakeni wa 2025 i-multi-sectoral HIV and AIDS response. Etindzabeni yeSwatini TV kubika Samkeliswe Khoza ngasikhumbuzo Dlamini ugege.
Kanzike kuleti qhamuka itiko letekulima balimi basabhekana netinkinga tekuthi kumele babe nesibambiso ngaphambi kwekuthi bangabolekwa imali emabhange nasetindzaweni letibolekisa imali kanzi esikhatsini lesinenge basuke bete leso sibambiso. Litiko letekulima libhange laseSwatini Bank nenkampani yakaNamport sebasayine ke sivumelwano sekusebenzisana kude kusekeleke labalimi. Libhange litawusekela abalimi ngetimali lesivumelwano sisayinwe eSibayeni Lodge kuMathapha.
Balimi selokumane babhekana nenkinga yekuletha tibambiso ngaphambi kokuthi bangabolekwa imali emabhange nakuletinye tindzawo letisebenta ngato-ke timali noma-ke kuboleka tona-ke timali. Ngekutama kulwana leyo nkinga libhange laseSwatini Bank nenkampani yahulumende letsengisa tibhidvo iNamport sebasayine sivumelwano sekusebenzisana kuteke kuthuthuke balimi. Lobekamelele indvuna yetekulima bekumabhalane lomkhulu kuleli tiko Sydney Simelane.
This is a good start. We're hoping ukuthi kutawuchubeka sikhone kuhamba siye embili sisebenzisane size sitokhona ku-attain indzaba ye-food security.
Umphathi welibhange laseSwatini Ndlunkulu Nozizwe Mulela Zulu uthe libhange litawubabambisa ngetimali balimi noma kanjani.
In trying to mitigate or reduce the importation of such a quantum of fresh vegetables, we have partnered with Namport to strengthen this sector through this financial risk management agreement. Eswatini has vast land, water, and personnel to do significant vegetables. And really, what else do you need other than money?
Umphathi wakaNamport Bhekizwa Maziya usitelo budlelwano butawuba lusito impela kuboke nebalimi.
Access to affordable financial services had remained one of the key challenges facing the farmers. The need for collateral and deposit by financial institutions has rendered the financial products by the banks inaccessible by our farmers.
Kanzi-ke naboke balimi bakujabulele kusayinwa kwalesivumelwano.
Njengama-farmers funa ubongela okuncane ungaceli kuphela bonga lokuthi there is an opportunity levulekile and forge your way forward.
Libhange ke livule tandla ekutheni balimi labasha nalabachubekako ekubolekeni timali tekulima bente khona-ke ebhange kukhulunyiswane. Kubika Giyani emsebeni lasimuva shongwa sesibayeni Lodge kuMathapha.
Kanti sisachubeka nato leqhamuka itiko letekulima indvuna yetekulima Jabulani Mabuza ithi litiko layo lisebentela ekutheni kube nekudla lokwanele emakhaya i-food security imindeni ikhona ekukhicita idla ithengise loko lekulimile. Indvuna beyimelelwe ngumabhalane lomkhulu kuleli tiko Sydney Simelane nakuvulwa lidibhi kuphinze kufulwane luhlelo lwentfutfuko lwemmango i-Chiefdom Development Plan ezishineni kamfishane ngalesibili.
Lobekamelele indvuna yetekulima kulomsebenzi wekuvulwa kwelidibhi endzaweni yasezishineni kamfishane bekumabhalane lomkhulu etiko letekulima Sydney Simelane.
Lokunye kwemikhankaso litiko litifake kuyo kwenta isiqiniseko sokuthi siyakhona kuba ne-food security. Food security ke isho ukuthi eveni kude umuntu lotawulala adlile angakadli kude umuntu lotawuswela kudla sitawuba nesiqiniseko ukuthi kudla kuhlala kukhona kwenele.
Lo msebenzi ke bophinza uhlukene kabili njengoba bekuphinza kuphakanyiswa libhuku lentuthuko Sihlalo walo-ke lekathi bayajabula impela babantu benzawo.
Siyatibongela ngokuthi sinelibhuku lamuhla nembane ngosi la sisitile washishimba nathi lisalungiselelwa. Kuleli bhuku ke kunako konke lesive lesikubhudzako lesisasesishilene.
Kuvulwa kwamadiphi ngekwehlukana kusho kuphepha kwetilwane etifeni letahlukahlukene nemabhuku entuthuko nawo achaza ukuthuthuka kwemimango ngetigaba tsite. Kubika kuyani Msibi tithombe tiqhamuka itiko letekulima.
Sisaqhubeka nato delitiko letekulima indvuna Jabulani Mabuza seyisukumise ngalokusemthethweni luhlelo lwenhlangano yetekulima yekudla i-Food and Agricultural Organization lweminyaka wa 2022 kuya ku-2025 lolutawucinisa luhlangothi lwemkhicito wekudla kuleli. Lolu hlelo lusukumiselwe emahhovisini akamhlabuhlangene eMbabane.
Indvuna yetekulima Jabulani Mabuza seyisukumise luhlelo lwenhlangano yaka Food and Agricultural Organization lweminyaka wa 2022 kuya ku-2025.
Lomsebenzi esitowulontsha namuhla ngulomunye lohlaka lolukhombisa ukuthi kusasetshenziswana going forward itawubanjiswana kanjani kusukela ku-2022 kuya ku-2025. Kepha-ke ngetulu kwako konke lokumcoka nalokusetinhlitweni tethu selitiko netihloko telive lokuthi umlimi angabanjiswa njani, angasitwa njani, angathuthukiswa njani, angahlangabetwa njani etinkingeni labahlangabetana nazo.
Patrice Tala Takokukam lobokwe tinhlelo taka FAO eveni laseSwatini Lesotho naseZimbabwe uthite bayatibophelela ukuqinisekisa ukuthi live laseSwatini lisimame ekukhiciteni ukudla lokwanele i-food security.
The FAO Eswatini CPF signifies that FAO's mandate and commitment toward contribution to the government of Eswatini's priorities to transform agriculture into a modernized, sustainable, diversified production and export-oriented sector that can contribute to improve food security, export revenue generation, job creation, and overall economic development of the country.
Njengoba lobhukwana nehlelo sokusukunyisiwe kutawuba khona ukuthi mathutane nje. Kubika kuyani Msibi nasimuva Shongwe siseMbabane.
Indvuna yetemfundvo Lady Howard Mabuza ithi umchudzelwano wekubhala i-essay yakaSADC yabafundzi base-secondary uyabuya lonyaka abafundzi abakhombise likhono labo lekubhala. Lo mchudzelwano ubuya ngemuva kweminyaka lemibili ungabikho ngenxa yemkhuhlane we-COVID-19.
Singalithatha leli thuba sigcugcutele kubantwana besikolo kulo lonke leli ukuthi abasukume bahambe nabo bayangenelelo umncintiswano babhale nabo ngoba ngaphandle kwale mali nabo kutabashiya sebanelwati lolungetulu kwalolu lebalinalo futhi ke kutabalekelela nokuthi ba-understand ukuthi SADC operator kanjani kuqhubeka ini and so on. Ngicela kusho ukuthi imiklomelo yakhona lo tawuphumelela embili utawuthola $1,500 US, kube ngu-$1,000 US ku number 2, number 3 yena athole $750 US. So bese sokuba nekuthi ke loyo lowinile lohlabene kubo bonke utabe suyakhona kuhamba ayo shona le kulelo live lelitabe le hosta heads of baholi babohulumende kaSADC. Ku-national level ke prizes akhona athi $500 US, number 1, number 2 $300 US, number 3 athi $200 US. Siyabonga kakhulu ke ngoba laba sibukele le focal ministry yakaSADC ngiyo i-economic planning and development. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi nabo bakhona bayawusupporta lo msebenzi lesiwendako.
Live laseSwatini selilahlekelwe imali letigidi letingemashumi layimfica nakunye temalangeni 91 million ngenkhohlakalo kuhulumende. Lokhu kuvetwe lisekela lasihlalo welikomiti lelibuke kusebenta kwetimali tembuso eParliamente Sibusiso Nxumalo lovetile ukuthi live ngaphambilini belilahlekelwa imali letigidzi letingemashumi temalangeni 40 million ngenyanga. Sathele emsakazo samkelisiwe Mabuza inembiko.
Ngesikhathi indaba esikhulu ichubeka nemsebenzi wendlu ehloniphekile ngalesine lisekela lasihlalo welikomiti lelibuke kusebenta kwetimali tembuso eParliamente iPublic Accounts Committee Sibusiso Nxumalo lophinza belunga leParliamente lenkundla yasemandla ngempisi ucelele indlu ehloniphekile ukuthi yemukele umbiko wekusebenta kwalo lelikomiti. Lo mbiko lelikomiti uyaveta ukuthi ngaphambilini live laseSwatini ngaphansi kwenkohlakalo uhulumende beyilahlekelwa imali lengu-40 million emalangeni njalo ngenyanga. Lo mbiko uyaveta ke sikumanje live laseSwatini ngayo inkohlakalo kuhulumende lilahlekelwa imali lengu-91 million emalangeni njalo ngenyanga lesekulinganiselwa ku-1.2 billion emalangeni ngeminyaka. Lelisekela lasihlalo lesekelwe ilunga leParliamente lenkundla kaLobamba Allen Stewart kulendzaba.
Kungene 597 million but nyalo sikhanza kuna 191 nasimfuna lelenye aside sekude loqhamuka kusibathe sibita loya naloyo ikhomba loyo. All the funds now are in great danger. Iparliament lesithembe yona kusi intervene Mr Speaker.
Sicela ukuthi kubuketwe. It's proving to be costly for the government lokho ukuthi timoti tirento ngoba kude nale mali bekiwe ukuthi nathi rentwa lokungenani ningeci kunayi noma ningabi ngaphasi kwanayi ukhanza lamanye ama ministries noma departments akhona athatha timoti lapho khona kutafuna ukuthi abhadale 30,000 ngenyanga. Now if you do your calculations honorable speaker 30,000 is quite a lot. Now ubuka ukuthi ngathi kungcono ukuthi mhlawumbe uyithenge.
Emalunga endlu lehloniphekile abesawukhulumisa lo mbiko waleli komiti.
Nakubonakala ukuthi lo hletile leso sikhala noma kuleyo mbobo umsebenzi wakhe akasawunika lokufanele akungabukwa lokuthi uhlethe isikhathi esingakanani akavele akhweshelwe eceleni ngoba kude la kungavakala khona ukuthi akusahambi kahle lapha.
Mr Speaker, is everyone and anyone obliged to appear before the PAC mayimbitile kusat open vote noma mhlambe kanga ukuthi umuntu yena uva ngathi akafuni nakangafuna angethi agcine vele angakethi futhi agcina angakendi walutho.
Leli bandla livetele nendlu lehloniphekile ukuthi selikhonile kubutha yona imali yahulumende kulabo bebayisebenzisa ebudlapha lenganga 34 million emalangeni. Kanti nasahlanganisa lo mbiko yona indlaba yesikhulu beyisachubeka nekudzingitsa lendzaba. Etindzabeni yeSwatini TV kubika samkelisiwe khoza nginambongwa Dube eParliamente.
Kanti ke lichamuka elibonjeni libandla lelibukete emcebo waphansi leliholwa ngumvane Nkosi Guduza selethulele umphathi wesifundza elibonjeni bantu benkosi kanye nabo babetkhulu labangephansi kwenkhundla yaseDvokotweni inkampani yaka Intensa yelive leningizimu Afrika kuthi itobuka yentela ucwaningo kabanti ngemalahle kuthi akhona inphansi ngaphambi kwekuba aqale umsebenzi wekuwagubha. Sihlalo waleli bandla umvane Nkosi Guduza uthi inhloso yalokuthi kusukunyiswe lo msebenzi wekugujwa kwemalahle kufukula umnotho welive.
Sihlalo welibandla lelibukete emcebo waphansi kuleli umntwana Nkosi Guduza uthi kucala kwalomsebenzi kutawakhela emaswati emathuba emisebenzi.
Intesa ufise utohlola ukuthi emalahle akhona yini angakanani endaweni esenkulu lekuthi uma kuhambe kahle kusho ukuthi sangabe seku-aplayela i-mining license ukuthi aqhubeke agubhe lawo malahle. Kanti tawuqala khona nyalo nje basayinda lokuhlola ukuthi emalahle angakanani bakhona labo abancane abakhona kusithakala lapho. Mase bathole ukuthi cha namalahle sesicela kupha ngilapho-ke kuvela imisebenzi eminingi.
Umphathi wesifundza elibonjeni Ithemba Msibi wemukele lenkampani yaka Intensa kulesifundza.
Sijabule kakhulu nje sisifundza imitamo ingwenyama letamako ukuze ukuthi lelive lithuthuke lelive sibe sayo sithole imisebenzi.
Lenkampani yaka Intensa ivetile ukuthi umsebenzi welucwaningo wenkundleni yaseDvokotweni nakhambe kahle kubheke ukuthi uqale enyangeni yaBhimbidvwane eminyakeni lotako. Ithi-ke itawonda isiqiniseko sekuthi ihlolisisa kahle ukuthi kude lokungabasebenzisa kabi lokufaka ikhathi ematete kulokunye. Umbiko uhlanganiswe ngithembelihle Magushwa eDvokotweni.
Lobukela office la kaMhlaba kuleli George Wachiri uthi imimango inenzima lenkhulu yekuqinisekisa ukuthi live laseSwatini liyasinqoba sifo iAIDS. Wachiri bekakhuluma ngesikhathi live ligubha lusuku lwakaMhlaba lwesifo iAIDS lelibanjelwe enkundleni yaGege esifundzeni saseshiselweni.
The commemoration of the World's AIDS Day in settings such as these amongst the community is a beautiful way to recognize and acknowledge the important role played by communities in the response to HIV/AIDS, not just here in Eswatini, but around the world. Communities have been very instrumental in the fight against HIV, and one of the biggest milestones in the HIV response, that is the reduction of the cost of ARVs, was achieved due to communities, particularly in this region of Southern Africa, mobilizing and advocating on this particular issue.
Enxusele live leMelika kuleli Jane Malone udlumise imetami yelive laseSwatini kunqoba sona sifo iAIDS wakhuthaza nekuthi live laseSwatini alichubeke nekusukumisa tinhlelo letinjengaleti.
This is a moment to refocus our efforts on preventing new infections and to address the social and gender inequality facing young people and the nation as swiftly as possible in order to avert a backslide in HIV progress. While we work to prevent HIV infection and care for people living with HIV, we must also focus on key drivers of women's and girls' added vulnerabilities.
Mhlabhlangene ukhutsata emave emhlaba kufaka ekhatsi live laseSwatini ukuthi asukumise tinhlelo letawubuka kutfutfukisa tempilo kufaka ekhatsi kona kuncoba sifo iAIDS kulandzela kutsi titsikabeteke ngemkhuhlane COVID-19 kanti leminye imetamo yentelwa phansi kuhlukubetana ngetebulili pheceleti gender based violence lesokubonakala kwanza mhlaba wonke. Etindzabeni yeSwatini TV kubika samkeliswe khoza nginasikhumbuzo Dlamini kuGege.
Live la kaNgwane selithole imendlela yokucala emidlalweni yema-Region 5 Youth Games lechubekako eveni laseMalawi edolobheni leli Longwe. Lemendlela yeligolide itfolwe nguGcinimuzi Nxumalo lodlala umdlalo we-taekwondo lapho khona bekachudzelana ngaphansi kwa-48 kilograms. Nxumalo uchazele lo msakato ukuthi kutilungiselela ngalokuphelele ngiko lokumsitile ukuthi aphumelele asesimuve Gcinimuzi Nxumalo achaza ukuthi utiva kanjani kulandzela ukuthi aphakamise umjeka welive kule midlalo yema-Region 5 lechubekako.
This year vele bekumele siyithole le gold medal this year because kunema-anokha games that esitowadlala next year, so it was a must ukuthi ngifake full power yami ukuthi ngikhona. But ifight yami bengasiyona fight kakhulu because ngijime kakhulu, like ngisuke minus 55 kg ngaya 49, so ngikhisa kakhulu, which means vele ngijime like every day. Ngiphuma esikolweni ngikhona ngijime towards 30 minutes, so that's why ngikhonile manage my fight some easy because nalabo labatodlala namdlala bangitrustelelwe sivume nakuye nabo lamanye bebajime ngahleli because hlelo ukuthi udlala kusasa.
Ngaleyo ndzaba ke taekwondo siyatiphetsa tindzaba tetfu temidlalo nendzaba tetfu tekucala talomuhla sitabahlola etimakethe kodwa singakaya etimakethe sitawubuka simo selitulo.
I do the most. Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store. We're good together.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Asimze senimukele sekuvusele nawo lotsandza kusivulela ngolesihlanu njengalo besihlanu sihlale sikhuluma tona tindzaba tekubhadalwa kwemithelo na Communications Director lusuka khona ka ERS Eswatini Revenue Service. Namhlanje sidabe sikhuluma kabanti ngetindzaba letinshasha telishintsho lolicale itolo mhla ka 1 December lelo implementwe ngiyo ERS lapho khona seyivedele ukuthi i-tax compliance certificate angeke isabhalwa phansi ngesandla kepha ke sodwa khona kuyitfola usebenzisa ukhona kuyiscanner nange QR code. Kuyiteka kabanti sesivele sinaye lapha avusi Dlamini sevusele Nkosi sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ube nathi lo mhla ekseni. Kumbe kusiniketa nje sithombe sekuthi ngabe vele mhlambe lolu shintsho lolu nifike kanjani nje kulo?
Sibonga Lulu. Starting point ukuthi we would know ukuthi i-tax compliance certificate labanye bathi ukuthi i-tax clearance certificate lesilosithola kuchaza ukuthi endzabeni temthelo ume kanjani. Isikhathi lesiningi ke siyaye sifunwe tinkampani etside kwecala inangabe kusho ukuthi kunaletinye tinkampani letifuna noma ke leti applyele emathenda etside kuleto tinkampani nakuhulumende kanjalo ikakhulu uhulumende vele kuwo onke amatiko kahulumende netinkampani tahulumende cishe tiyaphoceleleka ukuthi tisidzinge le certificate. Siphinza ke sidzingeke from umuntu lo njengamnawe ukhanza ukuthi mhlawumbe ngiyobhalisa leyo moto noma ke ngiyothenga leyo property nalapho ke siyadzingeka le certificate. Lesikubonile ke ukuthi sisasebenta labanengi le certificate basenda ngetindlela temgunyathi ngidawusho njalo. Ngiko ke lolo bese kwenda ukuthi ingandlela tsite nathi sithi khanza sesigabeni lapho khona sende le certificate ngalendlela esisende ngayo.
Shothi batfola the original copy bese ke bayatendela mhlambe lobo bugebengu babo.
Kusho ukuthi kunengi lokwendekako. What we have noted ukuthi labanye asati ukuthi bakwenda kuphi labanye mhlawumbe bebadlala ngale ukhanza sibatawusebenzisa leloko ngandlela tsite kepha ke nase sikuhlola so sibukisisa le certificate uyatfola ukuthi akusiso lesethu. So there's been a lot of fraud around that, and liqiniso lithi if there is fraud then it results in the country losing revenue because it means the people that will qualify will apply for certain jobs or tenders etinkampani tahulumende ke noma kuhulumende ukhanza ukuthi utawukhanza ukuthi tinkampani letinga comply nemthetho wemthelo. So ngilenye ke indlela lezizame ukuthi silwe naloko ngayo.
Okay, so the change was effective yesterday on the 1st of December. Ingabe vele mhlambe nyalo nasengifuna le TCC, how do I go about it in the process lo procedure?
The TCC that we're talking about, maybe just to give a bit of perspective, icishe si introduce ngesikhathi se-COVID ngidawusho kanjalo. Ngesikhathi se-COVID because you remember ukuthi bekungahanjwa so bekulukhuni kwekuthi bantu bayithola i-tax compliance certificate kanti bayidzinga because at the end of the day bebazama labanye sibachubeka nemabhizinisi labanye bafuna kwenda tinto labafuna kutenda letidzinga leso certificate. Sasake sesithi kuze usithole certificate kufuna ubhalise mhlawumbe usendele leyo email sitawukhona thina ukuthi bese siyakwakhela sesiyak-emailela leso certificate. But at that time that certificate didn't have the QR code, so it meant lolo sifunako ngale would need to then contact us to verify ukuthi lesilasibonako sikuya asiphethe ngaleso sikhathi singiso yini. They would normally give us a call noma ke ukhanza ukuthi batawusenda leyo email kucheck latinye ke bawuthola ukuthi nasesitihlola sikhanza ukuthi leto certificate vele akusito lele takhiwe ngithi lesinye ke besibhalwa vele ngesandla. So we then decided ukuthi at the moment asesakhe le certificate sibe nale QR code lokusho ukuthi akusadzinge ukuthi utekithi ukuziverify ukuthi singiso in leso certificate. Lokusho ukuthi nangabe nje inkampani yendela umathenda tasubmita leto tinkampani letifuna kutsengelwa kuyo leyo nkampani lokusho ukuthi ma-suppliers leyo nkampani lefune leso certificate kusho ukuthi iyaye bese iyakhona ukuthi uskene wena ucheck ukuthi lama details lala kule certificate losibonako vele aya correspond nalokho lokutfola through the scanning using the QR code.
Okay, sokusho ukuthi vele sekude la tawubhalwa phasi akusadingeki ukuthi ngiye e-service center yini uyotfola the actual certificate vele sentangithumelela sesitakhulumisana nje via ma-emails.
Yes, what we are emphasizing kwecala njengoba usho kusukela njengoba sisho ukuthi kusukela itolo mhla ka1 iqalile lendlela yekusihlola ngeQR code le certificate kepha ke siya acknowledge ukuthi vele dawukhanza thi labanye bese bavele basubmitile lawo mathenda so atawuthi nakavulwa lawo mathenda batitfole le certificate letinzala leto ke batawuchubeka batihlole ngendlela lebesiyisebenzisa ngaphambilini kepha ngekuthi certificate usually tibe valid for 1 month sibheke ukuthi after mhla ka31 December kude certificate mhlawumbe lotawuke usitfole sisubmithwe ngumuntu lesitabe sibhalwe ngesandla noma lesitabe side iQR code basically kusho ukuthi kusukela itolo asatendi letibhalwe ngesandla certificate bese sisikhipha ngilesisendiwe ngaleyo lesinaleyo QR code then ke kusho ukuthi kusukela mhla ka1 January we would not be expecting to be seeing a lot of certificate mhlawumbe letisuke tibhalwa ngesandla because sibelieve ukuthi it will be over 1 month kusukela mhla ka1 December to the end to mhla ka1 January so we will not be expecting that the certificates the old certificates would be in circulation.
Okay. I think ubude nje ngosukuthi siyadlo ukuthi vele iTCC I think iniketa umuntu lo bhadala kahle umthelo wakhe and sinibonile selon khala vele ukuthi bamhla abaningi basemuva abawulethe kahle umthelo wabo ingabe vele mhlawumbe kubanika inkinga lenganani lokho nje ukuthi solo basemuva but bayayidinga le TCC kuba khona into indleleni babambisa ngato mhlawumbe nakungaba khona leso sivumelano sekusho ukuthi cha siyadibophelela ukuthi sitayibhadala le mali le kancane kancane kepha kwanyalo ngicela le TCC ngabe vele mhlawumbe kukhona yini le agreement lenendako ne taxpayer noma leyo nkampani.
Yes, we have always done it like that. Lokusho ukuthi le certificate lesi yebo kona sisuke certificate lesi sinika loyo lo compliant fully compliant kepha ke kuyendeka lo munye ukhanza ukuthi uyasidinga le certificate angeke sikunike le certificate nangabe kusho ukuthi awukakhulumisani nathi but nangabe uya acknowledge ukuthi unato leto tikweleti mhlawumbe lo nato lokufuna uti clearish over time uyakhona ukuthi wende lawo ma arrangements sikhona ukuthi sikwendele le certificate.
Okay, so lama email address la bangasenda khona mhlambe lama inquiries kubuta kabantu ngale TCC bangaxhumana nanguphi?
Okay, mhlawumbe kungaba kusho ukuthi kwecala kuhlola ukuthi leso certificate mhlawumbe singisoyi noma ke nabafuna kuthumela ku-applyela leso certificate banga sine group yethu lesithi TCC _managers@ers.org.za ngilapho bangathumela khona nangabe kusho ukuthi u-applyela leso certificate bangamsebenzisa na tcc@ers.org.za na info@ers.org.za bangamsebenzisa ngicela lokusho ukuthi nasema service centers ethu bangeda but what we will do is that ngoba labanye dokhanza bakhona ukuthumela using those emails sitawuseke thina sesiyabathumelela so certificate basprinter nangabe kusho ukuthi bafuna kusprinter to submit wherever. I think one thing we need to emphasize ukuthi noma ngabe usprinter nga black and white it's no longer an issue because labo labafuna kusichecka bathi sebatawusichecka using the QR code. It doesn't have to be a full color as it were.
Okay, sisakhuluma nje nge-submit because I think bosolo udala hlelo nokhuluma solo cela nje ma taxpayers ukuthi asubmit my returns ngabe vele mhlambe kuva nje ukuthi leyo compliance kuleso sicelo sona ihambe kanjani.
Thank you very much. Ema deadlines ethu njengoba sike samemetela ehlukene ngetigaba letehlukene ngekwehlukana besina ya 30 November which is about 2 days ago. We want to appreciate labo labakhonile submit and submitted on time, and we want to encourage those that have not submitted because we know there are some that have still not submitted. It is better to submit now than to submit even later because unfortunately if you submit late the penalties would still apply because we would expect that everyone should submit on time, and then if you delay even more unfortunately ukhanza ukuthi lama penalties ayangekuya ayenyuka, so siyacela ukuthi labangaka submit those individuals that we are expecting to submit by mhla ka-30 November siyacela ukuthi babe basubmitile ba submit because vele i-deadline seyengcile, but they can still submit.
Okay, so kokugcina nje Nkosi, where can they contact you, because ngiyathi ukuthi labaningi vele batawufuna ukunishayela babutisise kahle ngale tax compliance certificates.
Inombolo yethu ithi 2464050, bangasitfola na ku WhatsApp. People who use a lot of WhatsApp. It's 7606 3735.
All right, thanks so much Nkosi Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ubona semhlahleleni mbukeliso ukuthi iveleke ukuthi ke kusukela itolo the 1st of December Eswatini Revenue Service sengeke isaprinter out my hand return tax compliance certificate sekumele sale bakuthumelela via email. Kapha ke kuvaka abantu ungachumana nabo la social media bayatfolakala kuvaka abantu more about lama TCC lamasha. Let's take a break now nasibuya sichubeka nehlelo.
Pay your TV license quickly and easily with MTN Momo. Simply dial *007 *3# and select option 8 for TV license. Enter your national ID number as your reference and the amount you wish to pay. Then enter your PIN to confirm your payment. Once your payment has been made, you'll receive a confirmation SMS of your payment. If you're a first-time payer, you get another SMS for your TV license. So legalize your entertainment from the comfort of your home. Pay your TV license the easy and convenient way with MTN Momo.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Lifestyle is about attitude, values, interests, and behaviors. And this is Eswatini Lifestyle, the show that shares stories of incredible people, events, businesses, and tastes that are meant to inspire Emaswati.
Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store. We're good together.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. Yes, we're watching Kusile Professor. It's 15 minutes before 7 o'clock. Let's kasi sita khulumisana ne-author yencwadi lesihloko sayo sithi Rise Above the Storm. Ibhaloke nguye Brenda Ngonyama. Lencwadi lena ke ibuka kabanti nje ama-challenges lesabhekene nawo emhlabeni and how she has overcome them. Lapho ukuthi mhlambe bamfuna bayifunza lena ncwadi ukuthi abasite ukuthi nabo labasetimeni letikabi nabayifunza lencwadi batawukhona ukusitakala bona ukuthi ingaba vele mhlambe lawo ama-challenges overcome kanjani. Good morning and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Bengifunza lana nje about your book. So we have you have faced so many challenges in life. Just 2 years ago, nakutala COVID-19, you lost your son. He disappeared. Just about yourself and about this book briefly.
Thank you to be here. I'm glad. I'm happy to be home. December 10, 2020, my son disappeared. He just walked away. He was employed, and then at the beginning of COVID, the company closed down. He was working for an NGO. Then he said, "Mommy, can I please come home?" I said, "Where else can you come? Come." He came back. We stayed at home, and then when I went back to work, that's when he felt it. That's when I saw him going into depression and losing it. He stopped having any interest of anything. And then one day I came back home and he was like gone. The sink was dirty and it was just unlike him. Normally, I wake up at 10 to 5 to go to the gym every day. And he will follow me too. But when he started having these issues, I will go alone, go to the gym and come back. And then that was it. I went to the police. I reported the matter. They said, no, come back after 48 hours as usual. So after 48 hours, we went back there, opened the case. It's an open case. So from that day, I started writing down. I'll start writing down. I'll go every day, if whatever that's happening. Today, this is what happened. I started writing. My blood pressure started going up. It's going up. It's hitting up, rock up. The only thing that helped me was to gym. I will go and hit the gym, 10 to 5 every day. But sometimes I'll be up around about 12, after 12 midnight, because I can't sleep. I'm thinking tears, they just automatically flow. And then I'm going to work the following day. Get to work and you must be okay. I'm at the front of the company. I'll make sure that I have to be okay. The gym was the only thing that helped me. Blood pressure shot up. Went to the clinic for the blood pressure checkup. When I got there, it was 199/98. It was a male nurse. This guy says to me, how did you get here? He said, but I walked. No, I mean someone with this kind of blood pressure, you're supposed to be in an ICU ward. What's going on? Then I'm thinking, I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, okay, you know what? December, my son had disappeared. And 2 weeks ago, I had gone to view a body in a morgue. Because the following December, there were young guys. 3 of them, they were involved in a car accident. So the 2 were too damaged to be viewed. So this one, it did look like him, but it was not him. So all that was just piling up. Because when we got to the morgue, it was during COVID, they didn't want people to go in. They said only one person must go in there. And then I said, I must go in there alone. I was with my sister and my brother-in-law. Then they said, you have to go in there. You have to find the closure. I did not have a choice but to go in there to view that body, but it was not his. So this was what was happening. So after I told this guy, he started tearing up. And then I'm saying to myself, here is this nurse who's asking me about this. Now he's tearing up. How am I supposed to feel on top of that? But hey, I had to soldier on. I said, and then I learned that stroke hits you when you're sleeping. So I refused to sleep. There was one time that I felt it. I felt this headache on this side of the body. It was going for midnight. I was scared of sleeping. I knew that if I slept that day, I was not going to wake up. And I know that I've heard that when it hits you in the night, you'll wake up, your lips normally stroke, your lips will be here, your hand like this. You are not able to do anything. And there I am living alone. It means maybe I would have gone. So I had to fight that stroke. I don't want to have it. I felt this heat, this headache that I've never felt before. I said, no, I'm not going to sleep. I started jogging. I jogged here on the same spot. Jog, out, run, just for the blood to flow. Then I had to create a mechanism. When this blood pressure rises, I have to stand on my head. I'll put my head on the floor, legs up, still, just for the blood to flow. I ran, I can feel the heat. Now it's heating up. I don't know when I actually fell asleep, because I think maybe I sat on the bed. The next thing I heard was my alarm hitting. Time to wake up. My eyes are so swollen. I'm so exhausted. But makeup, I respect makeup.
Okay, just to cut you there, just going through the synopsis of the book, I've read that you have faced so many challenges. You also lost your husband, and as you've just said, Gugu, your blood pressure went high up. So writing this book, was it some kind of relief? In a way.
It was very therapeutic for me, because it felt like every writing that I was doing, it felt like I'm taking it out. Yeah. I'm taking it out. It's coming out. Because if you keep all this pressure in you, that's what kills us. My husband passed away from cancer. So I'll go to his grave. At least I know where he is. I even one time went to him. When you talk to that grave, that won't even answer you, crying out. saying, you know what, I know you can see him. I believe you can see where my son is. If you can just try and bring him closer to me, because I still need him. He still needs to live.
Okay. So I know that, there's so many people that are going through probably the same things that you have gone through. So how will reading this book, help them, be therapeutic to them?
It will be so good. This book will be so good for everybody. It is going to treat. It will help you. It will tell you, assist you, that it is not the end of the world. It's not the end. My journey, I had to make a decision that, okay, if I stop, I cry, I get all this pressure, I get all this stress. What if my son doesn't come back? There are people who've disappeared for over 20 years. I need to leave. This book is helping everyone to choose living. You need to live. You need to rise above the storm. The storms will always be there. We are faced with so many challenges. We are faced, especially now, our children, they just choose to take a short left. Not what we would like them to do right. They just do whatever they want to do. They bring so much stress that, especially women, we can't handle. We need to learn how to rise and take control. Stresses will be there. This is why there's so many potholes on the roads. There's so many speed humps. It's for us to go through them and be able to rise above the storm.
Rise above the storm. So
storms are always there.
Okay, so where can we get the book?
The book, I've just arrived. I brought the book yesterday. There'll be a launch tomorrow at the Theatre Club. You can come. From 2 o'clock, I'll be there.
All right. Online, can we get it
online? You can go to www.riseabovethestorm.online. You can order it from Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's on Kindle. Started selling there. And then it's on Take A Lot. Unfortunately, Take A Lot doesn't come home. So Amazon will always, but it will take weeks. And you can always talk to me.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brenda, for being on the show with us. Launch officially tomorrow, Lapha eMbabane Theatre Club. It is titled Rise Above the Storm. It is for people that have gone through challenges. Challenges abo. It is therapeutic. Njengoba sekashito author wayo, Brenda Ngonyama. Let's take a break, spend a traffic update.
This is PrEP, otherwise known as pre-exposure prophylaxis. PrEP is for HIV prevention. PrEP can be used by HIV-negative people to protect themselves from HIV. For more information on PrEP, visit your nearest health facility or call 2030.
Eswatini this festive season, a royal experience awaits you.
I am a man in charge of my health. I use a condom every time. I have tested and I know my HIV status.
HIV prevention starts with me. In order to end AIDS, I have a right to fair treatment in access to HIV services.
Health facilities do not discriminate. Visit your nearest health facility for HIV services.
Ngekulinganisa, sinqoba i-AIDS kuwonke wonke. Equalize. Eswatini, ending AIDS for all.
Asibenze sinimukele sidabuka simo semgwaqo lomhla ekseni asevusele Constable Ntombendle ngabe kuhambeka kanjani lomhla emgwaqweni.
Ngikuvusele Makagula, ngivusele naye umbukeli wekusile breakfast show. Imigwaqo elivela kaNgwane sesihlolile namhla ekseni, imigwaqo leminengi iyahambeka, ikhona ke phela netiknyobedo. Sitawuthanza ukuthi umshayeli asashayela kuyo acophelele kakhulu anake netimpawu letimqaphelisako ngebungozi. Emadolobha ke sekaqalile ayaphithitela nyalo ekseni kanye nemigwaqo lemikhulu yelive. Basashayela nje bashayeli siyabakhuthaza ukuthi timpawu temgwaqo letiphakanyisiwe abatinake kakhulu ikakhulukazi litubane kwadisepha ukuthi ngilo leliya eligcine lisibangele tingoti letimatima kakhulu. Emadolobha elive ahloliwe tibane temgwaqo tiyasebenza tonke ngalokufanele ngaphandle kwelidolobha lelikhulu laseMbabane la khona tibane temgwaqo lesilapha eMangwaneni tolo tingasebenzi. Ekhasi edolobheni eMbabane sihlolile nakhona sitaladi lesingemakhosini road besisuka e4 Square siya eSifunzani solo sivaliwe kulandzela ukuthi kuyakhiwa lapho. Umgwaqo lomkhulu osuka khona eHekenda seNgwenya ubheke khona kaManzini uyahambeka kepha-ke lapha eNkoyoyo kuwo umvila lokhuphukako lobheka khona eNgwenya umvila longasencele uvaliwe khona lapho na uthanda nje noma-ke ngisiphecelezi kuyo i-off ramp yakhona eNkoyoyo na ukhuphuka ubheka khona eNgwenya uvaliwe munye umvila lapho kusebenta umvila longasekudla kuphela. Kanti-ke sisesekuwo wona lowo mgwaqo kuwo umvila lo ubheka khona kaManzini macondzana nje nalapha emva kwelitshe ungafiki lapha kule cooling station noma-ke la kuma khona ema-truck nakhona lapho kuvalwe munye umvila longasencele. Malagwane uhloliwe naye kude lokusikhinyabedo lesingalibikela yena umshayeli khona lapho. Ekhasi edolobheni kaManzini nakhona sihloliwe siteladi lesi-10 Street lesisuka lapha eceleni kwase-Sydney Williams sivaliwe naso kulandzela ukuthi kuyasetshenzwa khona lapho. Lokunye-ke lesingathanza kukwatisa yena umlaleli noma-ke umshayeli asasebenzisa wona umgwaqo kungaba nje kumkhumbuta ngetibane temgwaqo letimacondzana neligaraji lakaGulf khona kaManzini kwekuthi leto tibane leto tibe nesikhathi leside kakhulu tingasebenzi kwenta kwekuthi indlela ebashayela ngayo bashayeli lapho ibe ngilehlukile. Lokukhona-ke nyalo leto tibane leto setiyasebenza sithi nje bashayeli abatihloniphe batinake kakhulu beme nakufanele beme bangashayeli ngekujwayela kwekuthi leto tibane leto disolo tingasebenzi. Siyathi-ke leto tibane leto kulamalanga tisetshenziswa kakhulu ngibo bashayeli labathwala sona sive kulandzela kona kwekuthi kuvalwe wona umgwaqo losuka khona esikolweni noma-ke kule tibane temgwaqo lese-Central kuyawufika khona lapha e-National Stairs naso utawukhuphukela khona e-bus rank. Ngephetha-ke Thombeni naye umbukeli kungaba nje kukhuthata bona bafuyi ikakhulukazi bafuyi betinkomo kwekuthi siyanaka emigwaqweni elive kulamalanga tinengi kakhulu ikakhulukazi nje umgwaqo losuka khona eSihoye ubheke khona eMahlangamphisi ngisho nje nasebusuku nanyalo ekseni solo siyajangaza khona lapha emgwaqweni nje banikati betinkomo noma baleto tilwane abatinake tilale khona emakhaya kuze ukuthi singasibangeli tingoti ikakhulukazi ebusuku bashayeli abakhoni ukuthi bona kahle basashayeli. Ngale kwaloko Thombeni naye umbukeli imigwaqo yelive laKangwane iyahambeka ngaphandle kwalesi tikhinyabedu besengishito kungaba kubisela yena umbukeli lusuku loluhle naleliphephile basetawusebenzisa yona imigwaqo yelive laKangwane.
Sibonga kakhulu Sergeant, sibonga kakhulu Constable Ntombenhle kusiniketa loyo mbiko. Sibahlole emakethe sibuye sithathe tindzaba tefuthi esibili.
Hey yo, this is DJ Cybers.
What's up guys, King J's here.
My name is Tripo Intellectual.
What's up everybody, my name is SK.
Hey guys, this is your girl Z.
This weekend Eswatini has been such an amazing show. For all the years, they've always supported all the local talent and all the local shows.
Catch This Weekend Eswatini every Fridays.
It's one of the best entertainment shows Eswatini.
So guys, you know what? This is the best show to have. Like, if you watch Swazi TV and you're a person who actually enjoys watching like musical shows that have a lot of content, that have good stuff, This Weekend Eswatini is your show.
For all the good vibes, all the good energy, make sure you tune in to This Weekend Eswatini every Friday from 5:30 to 6:30. I'll say it again, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m.
A 1-hour fun-filled train of entertainment. We are taking you from 5:30 all the way to 6:30 every Friday, live on Eswatini TV.
And yes, of course, we are your #1 entertainment show in the kingdom of Eswatini. But you can interact with us on our social media platforms. We are at This Weekend Eswatini on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Lalela Tina will definitely get back to you. This is your official weekend party starter.
I don't wanna go around singing songs that people don't
Asifenze sinimukele sidabuka tindzaba tefude esibili. Umhlonishwa Ndvunankulu Cleopas Dlamini uthi kude live lesincobe isifo se-AIDS uhulumende udzinga kuthuthukisa tinhlelo letihlose ukucedza lesifo kubo babe nakumajaha kanye nakubantfwana labangemantfombatana. Ndvunankulu ubekakhuluma ngesikhatsi live likubhala usuku lwakwamhlaba lwesifo i-AIDS enkundleni yakugege kantsi Ndvunankulu bekamelelwe liphini lakhe Themba Masuku.
Live leSeswatini ngenhlangano iNature kanye nalo litiko letempilo ngalesine lihlanganene nemhlaba wonke kugubha lona lisuku lwesifo i-AIDS World AIDS Day lebanjwe lenkundleni yakugege. Lo msebenzi uqale ngalolu hambo lisuke khona estation semabhasi ibus rank yafika khona enkundleni yakugege. Umhlonishwa Ndvunankulu Cleopas Dlamini akhuluma kulona msebenzi uvetile ukuthi nanoma live laseSwatini kunengi lelikwendile etindzabeni tako kunciphisa kwanza kwaleli gciwane kodwa lisagcina kucinisa kakhulu etindzabeni tato tinhlelo letibuka kucedza leli gciwane kubo bafana nabo bamfana labangemantfombatana. Umhlonishwa Ndvunankulu bekamelelwe liphini la Ndvunankulu Themba Masuku.
As we near our end goal of ending AIDS as a public health threat, while greater attention is given to girls and young women, let us not forget men and young boys who continue to lag behind in HIV service uptake. We need to do away with structural vulnerabilities that perpetuate their risk in the context of HIV. While packaging programmatic interventions targeting adolescent girls and young women, more should be done to develop ambitious programs to engage their male sexual partners.
Lilunga lePhalamende lenkundla yakugege Musakunene yena umdumise kakhulu uhulumende welive laseSwatini ngekusekela tinkhundla telive laseSwatini ikakhulukati kubo bamfu labaphila nalo ligciwane HIV etinhlelweni tekuthi bakhone ukutiphilisa.
Siyabonga kakhulu kuba Nature kusupporta ema-support group enkundla yakugege. Siyabona ama-project lakhona etinyosi tingulube. Siyathemba ukuthi nalamanengi aseda.
Umhlonishwa Ndvunankulu selamelelwe ngilo liphini lakhe Themba Masuku babese bakhanyisa lona likhandlela kuthatha yona insayeye ukuthi batawusukumela etulu ekucedzeni tona tindzaba teligciwane HIV lapha eveni laseSwatini kwaniketelwana naletinye tinhlangothi tehulumende welive laseSwatini kanye naletinye tinhlangano letitimele. Kanti lisuku lugujwa ngaphansi kwesicubulo lesithi ngekulinganisa live laseSwatini lincoba isifo i-AIDS kuwonke wonke. Eminyakeni lotako ke live laseSwatini tawusukumisa lona lihlaka lelitawubuka ukuthi live laseSwatini lisicatha njani isifo i-AIDS kanye neligciwane i-HIV lapha eveni sukela eminyakeni lotako kuya eminyakeni wa 2025 i-multisectoral HIV and AIDS response. Etindzabeni yeSwatini TV kubika samkeliswe khoza ngasikhumbuzo Dlamini ugege.
Abhekana netinkinga tekuthi kumele babe nesibambiso ngaphambi kokuthi bangabolekwa imali emabhange nasetindzaweni letibolekisa timali kanti esikhatsini esiningi basuke bede leso sibambiso. Litiko letekulima libhange laseSwatini Bank nenkampani yakaNamport basayine isivumelwano sokusebenzisana kude kusekeleke balimi. Libhange litawusekela abalimi ngetimali. Lezivumelwano sisayinwe esibayeni loJumathapha.
Balimi selokumane babhekana nenkinga yokuletha tibambiso ngaphambi kokuthi bangabolekwa timali emabhange nakuletinye tindzawo letisebenta ngato-ke timali noma-ke kuboleka tona-ke timali. Ngekutama kulwana leyo nkinga libhange laseSwatini Bank nenkampani yahulumende letsengisa tibhidvo iNamport sebasayine isivumelwano sokusebenzisana kuteke kuthuthuke balimi. Loyo bekamelele indvuna yetekulima bekumabhalane lomkhulu kuleli tiko Sydney Simelane.
This is a good start. We're hoping ukuthi kutawuchubeka sikhone kuhamba siye embili sisebenzisane size sitokhona ku-attain indzaba ye-food security.
Umphathi welibhange laseSwatini Ndlunkulu Nozizwe Mulela Zulu uthe libhange litawubabambisa ngetimali balimi noma kanjani.
In trying to mitigate or reduce the importation of such a quantum of fresh vegetables, we have partnered with Namport to strengthen this sector through this financial risk management agreement. Eswatini has vast land, water, and personnel to do significant vegetables. And really, what else do you need other than money?
Umphathi wakaNamport Bhekizwa Maziya usitelo budlelwano butawuba lusito impela kuboke nebalimi.
Access to affordable financial services had remained one of the key challenges facing the farmers. The need for collateral and deposit by financial institutions has rendered the financial products by the banks inaccessible by our farmers.
Kanzi-ke nabo-ke balimi bakujabulele kusayinwa kwalesivumelwano.
Njengama-farmers funa ubongela okuncane ungaceli kuphela bonga lokuthi there is an opportunity levulekile and forge your way forward.
Libhange ke livule etandla ekutheni balimi labasha nalabachubekako ekubolekeni imali tekulima bente khona-ke ebhange kukhulunyiswane. Kubeka Giyani Msibi nasimuva shongwe sesibayini lodge uMathapha.
Akulokunye indvuna yetekulima Jabulani Mabuza ethi ilitikwelayo lisebentela ekutheni kube nekudla lokwanele emakhaya i-food security imindeni ikhone ukukhicita idle ithengiso loko lekulimile. Indvuna yabemelele kumabhalane lomkhulu kulelitiko Sydney Simelane lakuvulwa LDB kuphinze kwetfulane luhlelo lwentuthuko lwemimango ye-Chief Development Plan ezisheni kamfishane ngalesibili. Lobekamelele induna itekulima kulomsebenzi wekuvulwa kwelidibhi endzaweni yasezishineni kamfishane bekumabhalane lomkhulu etiko letekulima Sydney Simelane.
Lokunye kwemikhankaso litiko litifake kuyo kwenta isiqiniseko sokuthi siyakhona kuba ne-food security. Food security ke isho kokuthi eveni kude umuntu lotawulala adlile angakadli kude umuntu lotawuswela kudla sitawuba nesiqiniseko ukuthi kudla kuhlala kukhona kwenele.
Lo msebenzi ke bophinza uhlukene kabili njengoba bekuphinza kuphakanyiswa libhuku lentuthuko. Sihlalo walo-ke lekathi bayajabula impela babantu benzawo.
Siyatibongela ngokuthi sinelibhuku lamuhla nembane ngosi la CCT washishimba nathi lisalungiselelwa. Kuleli bhuku ke kunako konke lesive lesikubhudzako lesisasesishinene.
Kuvulwa kwamadibhi ngekwehlukana kusho kuphepha kwetilwane etifeni letahlukahlukene nemabhuku entuthuko nawo achaza ukuthuthuka kwemimango ngetigaba tsite. Kubeka Giyani Msibi tithombe tiqhamuka itiko letekulima. Indvuna yetekulima Jabulani Mabuza isisukumise ngalokusemthethweni luhlelo lonhlangano yetekulima yekudla i-Food and Agricultural Organization lweminyaka wa 2022 kuya ku-2025 lotawugcinisa luhlangothi lwemkhicito wekudla kuleli. Lolu hlelo lusukumiselwe emahhovisini yakamhlabuhlangene eMbabane. Induna yetekulima Jabulani Mabuza seyisukumise luhlelo lwenhlangano yaka-Food and Agricultural Organization lweminyaka wa 2022 kuya ku-2025.
Lomsebenzi esitowulontsha namuhla ngulomunye lohlaka lolukhombisa ukuthi kusasetshenziswana going forward itawubanjiswana kanjani kusukela ku-2022 kuya ku-2025. Kepha-ke ngetulu kwako konke lokumcoka nalokusetinhlitweni tethu selitiko netihloko telive lokuthi umlimi angabanjiswa njani, angasitwa njani, angathuthukiswa njani, angahlangabetwa njani etinkingeni labahlangabetana nazo.
Patrice Tala Takokukam lobokweta inhlelo taka-FAO eveni laseswatini Lesotho naseZimbabwe uthi bayatibophelela ukuqinisekisa ukuthi live laseswatini lisimame ekukhiciteni ukudla lokwanele i-food security.
The FAO Eswatini CPF signifies that FAO's mandate and commitment toward contribution to the government of Eswatini's priorities to transform agriculture into a modernized, sustainable, diversified production and export-oriented sector that can contribute to improve food security, export revenue generation, job creation, and overall economic development of the country.
Njengoba lobhukwana nehlelo sokusukunyisiwe kutawuba khona kude mathutane nje. Kubeka Giyani Msibi nasimuva shongwe siseMbabane. Indvuna yetemfundvo Lady Howard ithi umqhudelwano wokubhala i-essay yaka-SADC yabafundi base-secondary uyabuya lonyaka. Abafundi abakhombisa likhono labo lokubhala. Umqhudelwano ubuya ngemuva kweminyaka lemibili ungabikho ngenxa yemkhuhlane ye-COVID-19.
Singalithatha leli thuba sigcugcutele kubantwana besikolo kulo lonke leli ukuthi abasukume bahambe nabo bayangenelelo umncintiswano babhale nabo ngoba ngaphandle kwale mali nabo kutabashiya sebanelwati lolungetulu kwalolu lebebalinalo futhi-ke kutabalekelela nokuthi ba-understande ukuthi SADC u-operator kanjani, kuqhubeka ini, and so on. Ngicela kusho ukuthi imiklomelo yakhona lo tawuphumelela embili utawuthola $1,500 US, kube ngu-$1,000 US ku number 2, number 3 yena athole $750 US. So bese sokuba nekuthi-ke loyo lo winile lo hlabene kubo bonke utabe suyakhona kuhamba ayoshona le kulelo live leli tabe lihosta ema-heads of baholi babohulumende ka-SADC. Ku-national level-ke ema-prizes akhona athi $500 US, number 1, number 2, $300 US, number 3 athi $200 US. Siyabonga kakhulu-ke ngoba laba sibukele lesithathu focal ministry yaka-SADC ngiyo i-economic planning and development. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi nabo bakhona bayawusupporta lo msebenzi lesiwendako.
Kutemidlalo livela kaNgwane selitfole imendlela yekucala emidlalweni yema-Region 5 Youth Games lecubekako eveni laseMalawi elilongwe. Lemendlela yeligolide itfolwe nguGcinimuzi Nxumalo lodlala umdlalo we-taekwondo lapha ukhona bekagcutselana ngaphansi kwa-48 kg. Nxumalo uchazele lo msakato ukuthi kutilungiselela ngalokuphelele ngiko lokumsitile ukuthi aphumelele.
Siyevele bekumele siyithole le gold medal this year because kunema-Anoka games that esitowadlala next year, so it was a must ukuthi ngifake full power yami ukuthi ngikhona kuyo. But ifight yami bengasiyo ama-fight kakhulu because ngijime kakhulu, like ngisuke -55 kg ngaya-49, so ngikhise kakhulu, which means vele ngijima like every day. Ngiphuma esikolweni ngiyekhona ngijima towards 30 minutes, so that's why ngikhonile umanage ama-fight ami easy because nalabo labatodlala namdlala bangitrostelelwe sivume nakuye nabo lamanye bebajima ngahleli because hlelo ukuthi udlala kusasa.
Eletote emidlalo siyathephetha tesibili tindzaba tetfu sitawuthatha likhefu sibuye sichubeke nehlelo asengishine simo selitulweni.
Ngabukela ke washa umkhukhu every Sunday at 3 p.m.
Pay your TV license quickly and easily with MTN Momo. Simply dial *007 *3# and select option 8 for TV license. Enter your national ID number as your reference and the amount you wish to pay. Then enter your PIN to confirm your payment. Once your payment has been made, you'll receive a confirmation SMS of your payment. If you're a first-time payer, you get another SMS for your TV license. So legalize your entertainment from the comfort of your home. Pay your TV license the easy and convenient way with MTN Momo.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
The change in technology, out-of-home digital media is designed to grab the attention of people who are always on the go. You can now watch your favorite show, Kusile Breakfast Show, and Tinzaba at 7 on your favorite YouTube channel.
It's simple. You can stream these shows by following these quick, easy steps. Number 1, open YouTube. Number 2, search for Eswatini TV and click on Eswatini TV. Number 3, after you had entered on Eswatini TV, look for Tindzaba or KPS. And while you at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell button to get notifications of our video uploads and streams. And lastly, enjoy the stream. Stay home and watch Eswatini TV. Stay safe.
I do the most. Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store.
We're good together. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. Sibonge kuhlala nathi ehlelweni. Chronic kidney disease continues to affect people of all ages, including children. Globally, it is estimated that 1 in 10 people are affected by this condition. Sifokele sibe tempilo labagcizelela ukuthi sibe nelwati ngaso njengoba abantu labayimfica kulabalishumi bane chronic kidney disease. Kanti-ke they may not know ngako lokho. Kanti-ke chronic kidney disease is the 12th cause of death worldwide, and its impact on patients and their families can be devastating. What is Eswatini doing to minimize and prevent chronic kidney disease? Celeni kwami nginabusidla mina longusihlalo we Chronic Kidney Disease Support Foundation, uhamba na Tiger Mthupha, who is a gym instructor in Babane Club. They have a fundraising support for a chronic kidney disease. Letawuba khona ngemgcibelo sinivusele Nkosi, sivusele Mthupha.
Siyavusela nax.
Asivusele futhi. Sivusele nasive emakhaya.
Nkosi ngebe nje kusipha sithombe se chronic kidney disease even la kangwane le kuni prompt ukuthi nicale nayo foundation nayo.
Esibonga kakhulu Msakade. Kakhulu nje kusifo lesibukeka sikhula. Siqale sisifo lesicishe singasika nje keja kulamalanga sisifo lesingathi siyakhula, more people are being admitted. Sibona ukuthi approximately nyalo bantu laba ku critical condition are close to 400. Laba kwendi dialysis sinetibhedlela letinzathu ke la kangwane lapha kwendiwa khona dialysis ngila imbabane isibhedlela esikhulu RFM nehlathekhulu. Between those hospitals laba balwa ukuthi ba critical ba close to 400. Lesikubona ke ngabo ukuthi baba nema challenges lamaningi. Sifo sema kidneys sifo lesidule kakhulu. Sidulele uhulumende, sidulela ngisho ne patient. Kona lokhu set up nje yonke le missionary to uhulumende kumdulela. So siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi ukhonile provider le service lebe previously sifanele ukuthi siye emaveni lamanye to access. But right now sikhanza ukuthi nalama patients aba disturbed kakhulu njengoba sengishido ukuthi sifo lesidulile. Ukhanza ukuthi umuntu ufanele aye for dialysis twice a week.
It's expensive.
Nase naketa for dialysis kufanele a travel akhokhe imali. I diet yakhe iyashintsha. So lokufuna imali. Unfortunately labanye ukhanza ukuthi baya affecteka nasemsebenzini abasakhona ukuqhubeka because phela uyagula lo muntu and ufanele kuba absent emsebenzini kaningi. So ukhanze ukuthi lokumitha ke lama conditions erode ama finances la khona ekhaya. So sekudevastate ngisho nelikhaya ke lapho. So sesikhanze ukuthi ke kufuna ukuthi si foundation a foundation established to assist kuleti inkinga lesihlangana nato ema patients lahlangana nato. Kakhulu ukhanza ukuthi na hulumende on the other side much as anayo le service kuke kwajikiswa nje ama patients kwathiwa yathi kusede emaphilisi lathide ama medications langa so that you can't dialyze kwa postpone. So I foundation iba nalo mcondvo ukuthi yini singendi i-effort sisebenzisane na hulumende to assist. Sibone lapha singathola khona siraise imali, si provide labo labadinga i-transport, si provide labo labadawudinga lo special diet and so forth, so that we assist kuloko lesikhanza ukuthi uhulumende sovele ukuqalile uyasendela kona.
And now my assumption ngikubona ungena naMthupha nje who is a gym instructor ukuthi some of the preventative measures ukuthi ivocavoca ngifuna kuva ke Mthupha ukuthi yini lama causes ayo le kidney disease la chronic kidney disease nokuthi vele siyipreventa kanjani. I mean sidila kanjani nayo siphinde siyipreventa kanjani.
Okay, no ngiyabonga kakhulu. Mina nje ngicabanga ukuthi ku major most people abawana themandi kanze emandi angizifo zonke ngawabeka kanjalo normally nje ngisho ubulawa enhloko wanathe mandi kuyendeka lenhloko ikhanza ukuthi isukile kunathe mandi kakhulu and mostly as you exercise uthi khanza ukuthi emandi sekanatheka because you sweat a lot and uba dehydrated so as unathe mandi uba clean and iphathi lemcwa kakhulu kukhatha boma physio drinks and nekukhatha ke tinto leti ama physio drinks ane acid kakhulu and nekunciphisa kakhulu etshwaleni. If unatha kakhulu vele most people aba affecteka kuma kidneys bantu abanatha kakhulu tinto leti ma physio drinks then ke ku exercise at least once a day noma so exercise 30 minutes kumcwa kakhulu ku exercise basically ku exercise usuke uthi wenda i self doctoring ndayibeka kanjalo lezo exercise nje uyade lapha kwa wena before even uye kudokotela unciphisa tifo letiningi ku exercise.
So sithi lana sivocavoca lana sifoma the need or the lokuba dehydrated ngeke lokutha sitha kuthenini lokutha sikhompela ukuthi sinathe lamandi semva lokho siyasitakala kule kidney disease. That what you saying?
Kuyakusita kakhulu ezoswetha kuyakusita kakhulu kunebantu lebakutshela ukuthi mina ngikhona nje kunathe mandi at all but lo muntu once waqala kujima lo mtimba bese lamandi uyawadimanda and ezawadimanda emandi lokusho ukuthi sota ugcina kujwayela kunathe mandi lo muntu.
How much water vele I know betempilo ukuthi they have suggested certain liters but engabe nithi nina vele solo sime lapho yini ngoba phela netimoto elituze sekwashisa kakhulu sifoma kakhulu.
Yeah, ngeke ashinje ilama liters lafuna betempilo but as ungumuntu lo foma kakhulu utawugcina udimanda more water because uyawaluza lamandi so ungathi khanza ngelanga unatha bo 3 liters to 5 liters it's because uyaluza lamandi kanti umuntu lo ngafomi nje lokuthi indlela wakhipha ngawo lamandi wakhipha ngechama kuphela vele lamandi nawo atawugcina asamane ngemtimbeni but itsine nje mina nje I can drink to 5 liters a day because ngihlala ngisejimini most of the time.
That's not excessive.
Yes.
Okay, chakevala Mthupha. Ngosi sesibuyela ke ku foundation sibuka event letawuba khona kusasa nje kusichazela kabanti ngayo le event ekuthenini who is invited, how do they get to attend, nokuthi itawube ikuphi nje all the details.
Yes, le event lesinayo kusasa utawuchaza kabanti Mthupha ngoba vele yakho lokudivocavoca but
okay.
The essence of the event is to raise funds for the foundation. So utasichazela lokuthi tabe 21 but lokumcoka ngiloko ukuthi une chance opportunity yekudivocavoca njengoba ashito but more than anything else onke ema proceeds lakatawuphuma khona atawungena kule foundation so sita kuleti inhlangothi lesengivele sengitibekile ukuthi siyafisa kusita lapha ba partnerisha nale foundation laba base Jimini Mbabane Club ngaloko ukuthi bayasibona bayasibonga lesidingo so sebathi ke no thine senda nako siyathi ukuthi kuya contribute not just physically but even financially sitawukhona ukuthi sitawukhona ukuthi siprocess vivaneni ngaloko lesingiko thine lesikwendako so tomorrow it's more about ukuthi we fundraising for the foundation and the cause that we have as a foundation.
So before we pendule Mthupha le event ngiyafuna kuva Nkosi ukuthi you mentioned 3 hospitals la sita the patients lapho khona ukuthi we have about 400 people la ngwane who have chronic kidney disease. The proceeds, are they going to assist those people or there will be other programs that lendabe seniwa subsidize khona?
No, primarily ema process lesitawuqala ngawo nje ekunitha the most immediate needs and those needs include the bus fare, the dietary issues because are critical ngona la sheshe abese ayalimata invole unfortunate ngenza bayile kidney disease ukuthi sebaningi labantu labashonako kanti sibona kungena more people including children unfortunately labancane as young as 8 years so kunale need ukuthi sihlangabete leti dingo leti basic bangaze bafike esigabeni lapha khona bese bayashiya kanti bayalithola isito le dialysis.
Mthupha sivele singene kuyo event njengoba sekabekile umlangeni lana ukuthi ithingeka kangakanani le mali kusichazela vele ukuthi ni kuphi nale event who can attend.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu bhuti wami. Kwami nje lengingacala ngako ukuthi Simba wane club sijimisa abantu abaningi kakhulu. Labanye babo bodokotela laba basidako labantu labane kidney diseases. Labanye bantu are some of the patients. So ezujimisa abantu you connect nalabantu nigcine ni family. So sikutholile ukuthi diningi kakhulu letidzingo lebanato. Kwasilimata ke nathi sase siyacabanga ukuthi yini lesingayenda thina to help le foundation. We came up nale idea yale aerobathon with the boot camp. So kusicelo sethu nje ukuthi ngilotawuta kusasa ngilongeke eTexas losekhaya ngilo even ubonhlangano mangayane maphalaleni lotawufisa naye kuphonisa liches vivaneni kube khona la kwendako anybody nanawe sihleti nawe noma ngabe umsebenzi ukuthethe uthi uyakasomhlolo mhlawumbe noma kufuna uphume elithaka but ungashiya usidile kule foundation kusasa tipheke tabondwa asadi ngisiphle sitawuvuthwa kucala.
Yeah.
But from 8 exeni up until 12 siyoshukuma 4 full hours embabane club eyalbe 10 million. Last hour besikhona siyobe sende outdoor because iweather umdali usinikile iyavuma. Sinema aerobics sistawendi box, sende high low, sende mathai for boot camp, sende crossfit, siphinze sibiyele kuma aerobics. Sinema instructors lang 6. Lestawe sinawo kusasa.
Okay.
So wonke umuntu bayam accommodate. Ngilona 8 years lama exercises sistawe siwenda yam accommodate. Tigulane lama exercises at accommodate. Nguwe lo hleti nami la ngilo fit kakhulu ngilo ngazanga sajime at all bantwana labancane the workout lestawe siyenda kusasa wonke umuntu yam accommodate because siya fundraiser sifundraisela i-kidney foundation. So 50 emalangeni ma damages. Na ungena nje gedeni siyacela usiphathele 50 emalangeni. Yonke le mali lesitayiraiser iya kule kidney foundation. Sinesimba bane club kude lesithatha. Sizamela kona ukuthi bakhona ekugibela nabaya twice asesibekise umuntu losuka espeak edelambabani kufuna ede kabili. Somlaphile uhulumende uthi imali ekugibela ude kudla kufuna athathe medication. Then senda njani ke thina sisakhona kuphila. 10 rand wakho even if you are not coming ungamsenda ka mobile. 100 rand wakho even if you are not coming ungamsenda kuma banking details. Sethathi memetela leti nombolo.
Okay.
Sicela ukuthi wonke umuntu lothinzeka kusiyamcela ukuthi kube khona la kwendako for this foundation.
Bangatfola phi bantu leti nombolo Mthupha?
Inombolo ya mobile le bangasenda kiyo ithi 7679 0648. 76790648. Le nombolo itawuvele ibitelo kidney chronic disease support. Sibacelile ukuthi abende inombolo le direct to the foundation. So now usenda ka mobile le nombolo le nitawuvele ikubitele bona uvele usende kibo direct. Bese ema banking details it's a FNB i-account number it's 630 2947 899 630 2947 899 ibranch ngumanzini. So singacela ukuthi usoever ungabasendela e-wallet ungabasendela instant money OTP ka netbank anything lova ngathi ingasita kule foundation singacela ukuthi usendele kude lesikwalako ungamsenda 10 rand ungamsenda 20 rand ungamsenda 50 or even more kude lesikwalako 10 rand can change someone's life lo sihletilana. So siyabatsinga kakhulu abantu labo lotako kusasa singamcela siphathele 50 rand but you are not limited to 50 rand ungaphatha even more because we are fundraising
yeah.
Yes sithi shokumisa umzimba for the healthy reasons kusasa.
No cha kuyevakala Mthupha ngabe ngikhosi kungaba khona yini lo ufuna ukungeta nje ngingayi at market
ukuqizelela nje ukuthi uyathi asifisi lokuthi abantu babe baningi la bangena ku dialysis kungaba mcoka lokuthi sinake impilo yethu sibantu kakhulu njengoba sekabe kusele kunathe manje kunakekele ama kidneys akusinvo ledule kakhulu sinciphise boswayi sinathe emandi sicheke nasesibhedlela singayi ngoba sesiva sesiyagula sihlale sathi nje kusisimo sempilo sinjani emtimbeni kuzoke ukuthi sitonciphisa the number of people labagcina bafanele bangene for dialysis.
Ngosi sibonga kakhulu na Mthupha ngakhulu isikhathi senu.
No siyabonga kakhulu bhuti wami kwekugcina siyacela ukuthi kudla lesikudla kusekunake inzaba lesala konyalo kudla bantu badla kakhulu ema-Friday asikuzameni ukudla loku-healthy bathi an-apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Siyabonga Mthupha. Bekunguye-ke Busi Dlamini, who is the chairperson of Chronic Kidney Disease Support Foundation. Uhamba naye Tiger Mthupha lo jimisa nje bantu lapha eMbabane Club labatabe bane foundation fundraising tomorrow eMbabane Club le bukeke kusekela patients la phila ne chronic kidney disease lapha event. Inombolo ke leti alarming, leti very concerning uma ngabe kuthiwa abantu labangemakhulu lamane baphila nayo chronic kidney disease lapha event bagcizela ke indzaba letimcwa kakhulu ekutheni asidle kudla loku healthy, sinathe emanti, siphinze sitivocavoce, singaze sitikhanze, singena kuma stats njengoba ke na World Health Organization aveta ukuthi 1 in 10 people lapha emhlabeni baphila nayo chronic kidney disease, nekwekuthi 9 out of 10 people ngenteka ukuthi baphila nayo but they are unaware. So tindzaba ukuthi lethu tiyasikhuthatha ukuthi asihambe siyotihlola simo sethu siphinze sitiphathe kahle, asibahlole emakethe masibuya lungelele sits down with ESTVA nebaka sports balapha station kokhulumisa indzaba yema fan park latabe akhona esimunye kule mpelasonto.
Ungabukela ke washa umkhukhu every Sunday at 3 p.m.
Welcome back sivusele nawe lothanza kuzivulela ehlelweni Kusile breakfast show to Friday besivedele ukuthi sabe sikhulumisana nebaka ESTVA njengoba kule mphela somvo selisichubeka nawe ema fan parks kanti kule weekend siyakhona esimunye country club dokumele ukuthi evini liphelile besikhona lapha eMbabane Prince of Wales. So nje sizama kusonzela wonke amaswati ukuthi sibukele ibhola kanye iFIFA World Cup. We have our communications officer Nompumelelo Dlamini uhambisana with our sports journalist who is also an MC with ama fan parks Fabrice. Good morning and welcome. Yes, ngosophinzo sobuyile. It's yet again another weekend. Ukuthi sihlanganise sibe sasesimunye ke this time kiyo iFan Park Eswatini TV. Kume kusinga kange nje kiyo leya this weekend. Just a brief kuthi ngabe leya last weekend yahamba kanjani?
Ngikubingelele lungelele ngiphinze ngibukela nami ekhaya. Kusho ukuthi lungelele last week was a very busy Saturday kusukela ekseni as early as 5 a.m. Now utawukhumbula ukuthi masipala wedolobha leMbabane naye bekana eMbabane day and a half marathon also. So it started off in the morning vele kuphithidela kakhulu bantu bajake kobuthi umhlumelo ukuthi ngibani lotofika kucala the Prince of Wales naloko sakubona khamba kahle, and then we started later on sachubeka ke nayo iFan Park yethu. The numbers were impressive nanoko nje wawubona ukuthi imvula isimisa kabi, but it was well attended. It was a beautiful event, especially because there were games worth being won in the different stalls that we had on the day. We also had entertainment also. Fabrice nje abemfishanyana ngalelo langa ngoba bacisha benganga mokets bebabambisene. That one went very well. Very well.
So speaking of stalls, sesiyabuyela futhi nyalo esimunye country club, and I assume ukuthi bosomabhizinisi now they're interested ukuthi babe part of this fan park. Are they still available? Ingabe vele mhlambe what can we expect esimunye kukhona mhlambe lokutawuhluka lesikubonile Prince of Wales noma mhlambe kutawufana nje in terms of entertainment nalokunye nje lokhona?
Okay. Kungacishe kuhluke kancane lungelele because yonke inkampani lesihamba nayo has something different each and every day. Lebe bakuphethe last week could be different for tomorrow. Angete nje also lungelele ukuthi singetekile, yes, kodwa ngiphinze ngichubeke ngimeme bona bosomabhizinisi ukuthi abachubeke bahambe nathi ngoba there are still stalls available. Kusasa nje sihamba naye Lubane Savings and Credit Cooperatives, sihamba naye IDM, siyachubeka na KFC, Eswatini Mobile, sisahamba nabo labanye asimkhohlwa ke Eswatini Football Association kanzi ke nabo bomasipala bemadolobha lahlukene nabo basahamba nathi kodwa ke ngitawuphinze ngichubeke ngimemela abanye lungelele ukuthi basijoyine ngitawuthi ke mangimema kosomabhizinisi ngiphinze ngimeme nabo babukeli nabathanzi bayo ibhola ngibakhumbule ukuthi i-entrance yethu is still free magede avulwa nga-9 eSimunye Country Club kusasa kwakho nje ukuthi uphathe bomsumbulwane ngoba kudla netinatho kutholakala lengakhathi.
All right. Buya ngakho Fabrice Oshido nompumelelo ukuthi bomncane ungaka last weekend ePrince of Wales. So speaking on your side when abo interact kakhulu nama fans bokumthanda nama fans, how was that experience? And ingabe vele mhlambe this weekend eSimunye Country Club nje yini mhlambe lesingayigatha nje ngako?
One of the best atmosphere Lulu Naubuga from the past weekend experience. When you get a chance to interact with these people, they actually express how much of a good idea it was, because not everyone has that chance to sit at home and watch football and watch a game. And then there's also another advantage when you watch football with people next to you. So it brings that fun. And I think I remember at some point, like she highlighted issues of weather conditions. You know, you would think once it rains, maybe people would just get in their cars and disappear and go home. But some of the people just decided to stay. You know what? We're here. If the screen is not off, why should you go? And I think, you know, you saw being young, old, you know, everyone was there. You know, you can always think that maybe female don't watch football. Actually, if you get to interact with them, you know, your Q&A that we're doing there to ensure that everyone is aware of what we're doing in terms of football or broadcasting, knowing the players and everything, you'll be shocked to know that everyone was quite, involved. And I think going to Simunye, because if you look at even some of the messages you get on social media, they say, how is the schedule in Simunye? I mean, it's a weekend. Some of them, they stay in Manzini, they stay in Bawane. They don't see why they shouldn't take a drive and just go to Simunye. Maybe to pick up where we left from last weekend, because last weekend it was during the first days of the FIFA World Cup that is ongoing in Qatar. So we're able to show all the 4 games from 12, 3, 6, and 11. So all those games were live there at Prince of Wales. But this time around, we're entering the knockout stages. Knockout stages meaning now teams have left the group stages, they have entered the knockout stage leading to the final. So there are 2 games tomorrow. So there's a first game at 5 and there's a second game at 9. The first game being Netherlands versus USA, and then the second one being Argentina and Australia. And both games, of course, in Simunye will be live. So we'll be there. There's no need to say, you know, it's 9, 10, 11, should we go back to Mbawane? We are there in the numbers. That's why we're there. It's all about meeting people at the point of their need. So it's been fun. And I think it's the first of its kind in terms of whenever we've broadcasted the World Cup. So everyone is actually feeling this vibe to say, this is what you want. Can also, I think, going forward, not only for the World Cup, other programs, other sport shows, they might be a way to say, this is how we interact with members of the public. So it's been quite entertaining, and we can't wait for tomorrow.
All right. Kokugcina nje Nkosi kombe kubuta ukuthi this weekend ina eSimunye, and then the following weekends ngabe mhlambe activities zawo ndadivakashela.
Utawukhumbula lungelele ukuthi sasho ukuthi for every weekend iziyophela iWorld Cup sidabophuma siyatinzaweni letehlukile. Next weekend just abesika Manzini Country Club, and then mhla ka-18 which is the final game sitawube sibuyile futhi edolobheni laseMbabane ePrince of Wales. Kungaba kukhuthata nje umbukeli ukuthi nangaba kaphumeleli kumbe kuba nathi eSimunye kusasa next week Saturday sisenzaweni yaseManzini Country Club.
All right, thanks so much Isma Khulu. We cannot wait to go to Simunye tomorrow. Sasema ukuthi nani sebesamasathe ndawo phuma ngetinkani nehambe niyobukela kanye ibhola kusasa. The second break nasibuya sida ubuka temidlalo.
Busisika mzalwane ukubukela umculo wemadodana ahlabelela adumisa uNkulunkulu. Amadodana nendumiso luhlelo lwakhele wena mbukeli ude utovuseleleka emoyeni uphinze udumise nelidodana sibabade longabonwa ngemehlo. Phakama Nkosi yemaZulu, luthumbo lungelwakho. Amadodana nendumiso.
Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store.
We're good together. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back, Sibonge kuhlala nathi. We have Fabrice Msonera in the studio. Sengisole isikhathi sekubuka dona Fabrice indaba demidlalo. I think before singena nje ku World Cup, I'm very interested in indaba taekwondo lengiyibone ni coverisha. I think it's something that needs attention. Asesikhulume ngayo taekwondo. What's going on around taekwondo?
Just knowing that there are games called the Region 5 Youth Games. So these are the games for under 18 young talented stars within the Region 5, within the Zone 6, within the SADC region. Now, this time around, the tournament is being held in Lilongwe, Malawi, the capital city of Malawi. Last year's edition was in Marcelo, Lesotho. We managed to get a couple of medals, including taekwondo being one of the sporting codes, which I think for the past 4 years, and we don't have any other sporting code that has been able to bring more medals than any other sporting code. So as we speak, the games started on Wednesday, actually on the 30th, but the official opening is today. But we've got actually 4 gold medals so far that has been won by the taekwondo team. Remember the young talented Nxumalo from last first day on Wednesday night that was awarded. So last night three more athletes also were awarded. What does this mean? It means taekwondo is one of the leading sports in the country that is representing us. Remember, in these games were represented in different sporting codes, being in taekwondo, being in swimming and athletics. Already we've got 4 medals, 4 gold medals before athletics begin their journey, before swimming also begin their journey. For swimming, I think there's one specific athlete that I think if nothing changes, she's likely also to get a gold medal. Yes, a young lady by the name of Haley Hoy, and she's from actually the the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. She managed to perform well. But she was also previously in one of the African international games where she came back with the gold medal. So I have hope that this was just the beginning. A lot is expected. The tournament, or rather the competition, is running up to the 11th of December. So a couple of achievements are yet to be made by the Kingdom of Eswatini.
Quite wonderful news around swimming and athletics and
taekwondo.
Taekwondo. I also want us to shine the light, Fabrice. Cricket. I'm aware we see good news around cricket in Eswatini.
All right. Remember, there is what we call ICC T20 World Cup qualifier, so which means it's the International Cricket Council. The way it's like when you talk about football, we're talking about World Cup qualifiers. So this time around, they're playing the World Cup qualifiers for the World Cup is going to actually to be held in 2024 in USA and West Indies respectively. So you have to look at how now the groups have been selected. It's according to sub-regions. So we are actually alongside Ghana, we're alongside Mozambique, Nigeria, and we're also around Gambia. So the games are being held in Rwanda, the capital city of Rwanda, in Kigali. So the first game yesterday, Eswatini lost against Ghana by 25 runs. So it was quite a disappointing performance from the young, talented national team. But it was quite impressive in their second game against Gambia, where they won by 5 wickets. So when actually I was talking to the coach, Telisa Maringa, he was saying that, you know what, we can build up from this performance against Gambia. 5 wickets, we can also get to the next game against Cameroon, against Mozambique, against Nigeria. So a lot is expected from this team, but there's a hope that they can make history. Remember, 2024, USA and West Indies. What a chance we could be as a country to take part of the world showpiece when the tournament ends.
Yeah, Fabrice, I just wanted us to start by appreciating
local
sport before we get into the talk of the town, the ongoing conversation around the world since the 20th of November, the FIFA World Cup 2022. Let's just take a look at yesterday's games. Fabrice, give us a highlight of yesterday's games, and as well as
we've never, I think, seen surprises since 20, should I say, go way back to 2010. Maybe we wouldn't count much 2006 World Cup, 10, 14, 18. Yes, we'd expect some of the giants to be knocked out, but some of the things that we've seen these past 2 days, I mean, it was quite impressive. We remember when France was beaten by Tunisia, even though France had already qualified for the next stage of the tournament. Everyone was at shock to say what's happening. Then the next day, as expected, Argentina, of course, same day, also were able to cruise to the last of 16. But yesterday, I think it's where what I would say, the human beings, in terms of passion, those who have passion for football, that's where their hearts were broken yesterday. We talk about the Belgium side that has been leading world rankings for more than 4 years. Actually, from 2016 to 2021, at some point they were number 1. Nothing changed until this year, February. That's when Brazil took over and they were number 2. So Belgium having a golden generation, especially in 2018 when they finished 3rd, one would say they could maybe at this point in time go as far as quarterfinal or anything. They were defeated already in group stages, couldn't pass through the group stages. And everyone was quite disappointed to see them not proceeding. And Germany, on a later occasion in their group against the likes of Japan, Spain, also failed to make into the group stages. And a lot of that was the game. I think if you have Belgium now that is out, you've got Germany that is out. Remember, Italy didn't come to the party this year, so you've got some of the best giants in the World Cup to be out. Now remember, Germany is one of the teams that has won the World Cup on many occasions. I think they follow Brazil 4 occasions. Brazil has won it 5 times. So having them out, it means for Brazil they cannot catch up with them anymore. But today's story is going to determine everything. The Cristiano story, they have already qualified, yes, but he needs to ensure that they finish top of the group. We still have 2 African representatives also to be playing today. We've got Ghana, we've got actually Cameroon. Cameroon, they've got one of their toughest opponents today against Brazil. And I think that's what everyone is waiting to see. What is Samuel Eto'o, since he took over as president of Cameroon Football Association, has he been doing? Can we expect the best from this Cameroonian side? But they have a chance also to qualify. So we have got 2 African teams that have already qualified for the last 16, being Senegal and Morocco. Tunisia, on the unfortunate part, they are already home, so we're expecting to see some fireworks for Ghana today. And they were also expecting to see something for Cameroon and Brazil for them. Now, a game that maybe historically majority will remember is Ghana and Uruguay in 2010. So can we once again see Suarez do what he did in 2010? Let's just watch what happens. But for me, Cameroon and Brazil, I can't wait. I'll be here in the studio with local viewers, of course, to give them the best football.
Fabrice, that's without the game of the day. But Fabrice, I just want us to look at how, because obviously the biggest eyes are on Messi and Ronaldo. Ronaldo's looking at it as possibly his last FIFA World Cup.
Similar case actually to Messi,
yeah. Could be the same thing, but we don't know. Looking at the way that he's still playing, the level that he's still playing at. I just want to hear from you so far. If you compare the way that they have played, Mabom, let's not focus on Cristiano faking that goal, but who would you say has been the better player so far between the 2?
They know that whenever they come to the tournament, there's always pressure on them. They know that there is so much media, comments, comments coming from the media. So I think it's a point of peace. So I would say it's both sides. I mean, they have impressed me. I wouldn't really say Cristiano has done way better than Messi, because you'd have to look at that game. They played the second game when Messi was able to score.
Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday was able to score a brace. That's when you say this is individual brilliance. That's when individual brilliance comes. Cristiano would have also those moments, your free kicks, your penalties. But so far, it's been teamwork on both sides.
I think for
50-50.
Even though you don't want to say it explicitly, Messi has been the better player. But a quick one before I go to the break. Who has been the best player in the World Cup for you? Just for the best player, without justifying it.
Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to watch Kylian Mbappe as the World Cup continues. And Fabrice, I'll hold you to that. I think the best player so far has been Lionel Messi, and I could be biased. But let's take a break. We'll come back with the Lungelele and wrap up the show.
It's 2 minutes before 8 o'clock. We have come to the end of our show today. Simangakho ukuthi nibe nathi lamhlahlelweni kepha ke siyadika ukuthi indlela ibheka picture sekuseni sifiso sonke siya khona eSmini Country Club lapho khona siyobukela khona ibhola.
Yeah. But nje lokungichaza kakhulu ngenhlelo lamhla lungelele nasithi Kusile breakfast show is your perfect recipe to start your day. So sisho kona logo, you look at how diverse our show was today. Sisuke sakhuluma indzaba temthelo, sakhuluma ngencwadi letsinze tindzaba dabo depression, yatsinza ngathi dark moods. Sasuka lapho sakhulumisa tindzaba temidlalo, kunenje lesikhulumisile. Chronic kidney disease. This is what we are about. This is what we are about.
Yes, all right. Mbukeli sethemba ukuthi indaba nempela somvelenhle lalebusisekile sanibona ngemsombuluko nisale kahle.